I have to tell you, I mean, listen to my voice. I am like tired from it. The president went over on Sunday, conducted all of that business, got back on Air Force One, flew all the way back. He said he flew back because he needed to do this on Charlie's birthday. He said he was going to delay it, and then he realized, oh, it's Charlie's birthday. Got to be done on his birthday, so flew all the way back. You know how much sleep he had in the 36 hours?
No.
0. Everybody else on the plane had about an hour and a half, because if you're working for the president when he's up, you're up. And they were zombies. Everybody was zombies. And he was, I don't know how this guy does it. I mean, he doesn't take any drugs. He doesn't take, nothing non-natural goes into this guy's body. And
I mean, there's certain products at McDonald's that do go down the
go down the gullet.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Okay, you can't say that. Nothing. Yeah, no stimulants go into his body.
He's not exactly RFK Jr.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
all
right.
He's RFK Jr.
Yes, okay.
But considering he does not drink, he does not
doesn't take drugs.
He's very much against that stuff.
Yeah, very much. I mean, just good genetics, I think. The guy does not sleep. He just doesn't sleep.
Is that concerning for long-term health? Guy's 79 years old.
For everybody else, but he's been this his whole life. I mean, this is the way he's operated his whole life. So I don't think so. I think it's just the way he is. He just doesn't need very much sleep. But the guy is changing the world. I mean, you remember we were watching when he arrived in Egypt, and I said, I've never seen this before. I'll have to narrow this down for you because I say that several times a day now. But you know how they always, when the world leaders get together, they always stand on a stage. They get one shot. And once in a while, they'll stand on stage as they're assembling and they'll talk amongst themselves. But I've never seen a photo line with world leaders to take a picture one-on-one with the president. Okay, never seen that in my life. Okay. That's what was happening on Monday in Egypt. He was 2 hours late, okay? And apparently, and I'm not going to divulge who, but apparently one person was upset. It was like, I'm not waiting around for this. And yet they waited around for it. And they lined up. Even the king of Saudi Arabia was in the line, waiting in the line for 30 minutes. While he took photos with all of the leaders around the world. They are treating him, I mean, he's changed the world. The guy knows how to use power. It's my understanding from conversations that I had piecing some things together. It's my understanding Vladimir Putin has changed with him too. Even Putin has noticed this is the guy who's kind of steering the world and is more deferential to Donald Trump. And I hope that's true. I hope that begins to play out with Ukraine.
It's quite key to understand who you're speaking with, right? Like it's not always about what you want to say or what you want. It's about what the other person wants and what they understand. Someone made the point that Donald Trump speaks Arabic better than any native speaker. And I thought that was an interesting comment. It's like, it is a he seems to be able to communicate to the leaders in that part of the world.
They understand strength.
They understand it, yeah, and they react to it. And I think they don't see him as a passing, like, oh, he's here, but just wait him out. Like, they don't think he's going to change or he's going to fold on the stuff.
And they think that he's changing the world. And everybody who follows him is going to follow in these footsteps. They don't think that this is just, he's got three more years left and then Kamala comes back. They don't think that.
They think it's changed for good.
They think it's changed for good. And they think that, I believe they think J.D. Vance is going to be the next president. And I think so too. I mean,
certainly the favorite of the Republican Party.
Yeah,
obviously.
he's killing it. But then again, I saw Marco Rubio yesterday. He listens to the show. And his wife listens to every word of the show. And I'm like, I hope you've noticed that we really like what Marco's doing. I mean, the guy and I said to him, Marco, what happened? And he's like, what? And I said, we've always been a fan of yours. I mean, we interviewed him for the first time. Do you remember the first time we interviewed him when he was running for president, the very first time?
Yeah.
And we all got into a car. You, me, and Pat. We got into a car. And we did a video. We're like, this guy is amazing. He's great.
Yeah. Really liked him.
Right. Really liked him. And then he kind of got into the Senate and was kind of, I don't know, hard to pin down. I don't know what happened to him. And he immediately said, it's the president. And I said, the president is leading, yes. But there's a change in you. You are just killing it. Just killing it.
Should we jump in here for one quick sidebar of the current odds to win the presidential election in 2028?
Yeah.
Okay, so first place, this is according to Kalshi, a 32% chance, J.D. Vance. A second place, 21% chance, Gavin Newsom.
Oh, my gosh.
Third place, I mean, again, this is a prediction market. It's what people believe is going to happen. There's a lot of, this isn't an official poll or anything. Mm-hmm. Third place, 7%, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
In third place.
Comically, fourth place is also with 7%, actually, is Donald J. Trump. You may have heard of him. He's currently the president of the United States. So that would be an interesting constitutional amendment would need to occur for that to happen. Mm-hmm. Then you have Pete Buttigieg, Marco Rubio at 4%, Josh Shapiro, Kamala Harris, Wes Moore of Maryland, Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan, Andy Beshear, Kentucky.
Okay, so it's way too early.
3%.
It's way too early.
Glenn Youngkin, 2%. I mean, looking at any of the Republicans.
Oh, I thought Glenn Youngkin. I thought you were going to say Glenn Beck, because then that would start to make sense. Everybody's that's putting their money down is insane.
Yeah. Again, I would not be betting on that market right now.
No, I would not either. But I mean, he is on top of it, and honestly, we're going to need somebody who operates like Donald Trump and can keep the republic. Keep the Constitution, because we're going to head for some really very difficult times. But anyway, back to the Charlie Kirk thing. It was very, very nice. Erika is, really gaining her voice. Only towards the end was she really kind of breaking down, but she was very good. The president was so gracious yesterday with everybody. I mean, he is really an amazing man. But it's funny because I have a picture of the two of us by the Oval, outside of the Oval. You open up the Oval office door and you walk out. Yeah, there it is. I have a picture of us, and he's right there. He's pointing to the Rose Garden. And I said, the worst thing that I think anybody's done to a first lady was done to Melania. I said, they did so many bad things, but one of them is this Rose Garden. I said, if I'm not mistaken, she just took Jackie O's exact plans and redid them. And he said, yes. And I said, I can't believe how dishonest the press is. They just want to destroy you, and they'll go after your wife on that. It's restoring the Jackie O plan. And in their press coverage, they were like, it's offensive. Jackie O would be, no, she would be happy. It was her plan. Anyway, he said, yeah, I'm going to pave over this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're going to what? And he said, no, they're going to be nice pavers, but, I'm going to pave over this. And he said, because it's useless. He said, it's grass. So women come and they stand and they're on their, in heels, and they're sinking into the grass. It's usually wet. He said, we need to be able to hold events out here. And he said, and it'd be beautiful, be unlike anything anybody's ever seen. So he starts yesterday, and he comes out and he said, this is the first time. He said, I just put these pavers down. And he said, this is the first event in the Rose Garden with these pavers. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's got like flags, on the corner. They had these special flagstones made, and really, really, it's beautiful. All the press was standing in the back. And I haven't heard word one from the press on this. Not word one. Have you heard anything about what he's done to the Rose Garden?
I did see some plans. Are these accurate plans where they were going to build kind of like another giant building on the property? Is that? Oh,
he's doing that.
Going to happen?
Oh, yeah. He's paying for it all. He's doing it all. It's a big ballroom. He's like, the country needs a ballroom. We have these state dinners. He said we put them on the grass, and he said we need a ballroom. And he said taxpayers don't want to pay for a ballroom. I'll pay for it. So he's building it. It'll be done. He said by 2026, sometime early spring 2026. I'll believe it when I see it, but he tends to get things done quickly.
Yeah, sure.
But the one thing I also noticed is the security perimeter of the White House is astounding. It's at least doubled. Now you don't go into that park. You can go into the park, but you can only go in certain places in the park. But I think they're moving the perimeter for security perimeter at least a block around it, all the way around.
That makes perfect sense, obviously, in this environment.
It was the first time I've seen the president in many months outside without bulletproof glass between us. I mean, he stood outside, trees in the area, buildings in the area, and he was safe outside. And it must be weird to live in that kind of bubble, but it was amazing. It was amazing. They're really doing a good job. And the entire ceremony, the guy just knows. I mean, he's just a showman. He just knows how to do things like this, except somebody had hijacked. I mean, I think he had hijacked the music like 10 minutes before he comes out. It's like, ABBA, Dancing Queen, is playing the Rose Garden. It was a little, but then it stopped and you could tell when he actually picked the music. And I can guarantee you, he picked it. Oh, and remember I told you last time I was in the White House, I told you that he had selected all of these paintings of all of the presidents, and he put them strategically. And when I was with him last, he said, I don't know what to do with this guy. And he had up in the hallway, kind of stuffed in a corner of the residence, the painting of Eisenhower. And I said, Eisenhower was the one who warned about everything you're dealing with right now. I said, go back and read the military industrial complex speech. He talks about education and science and everything else. I said, he should be in your walk, because he said, I put all of the paintings down strategically. So when I turn a corner, I see a face of somebody, and it reminds me, don't forget the lesson from him. Now you come down out of the residence and you turn that first corner, and he's moved the picture of Eisenhower. So the first president that he sees as he comes down the stairs is Eisenhower. It's pretty cool.
It's interesting. Do you think people see Donald Trump as a guy who thinks that way?
That's what they miss. That's what they miss. He's really strategic in everything he does. I mean, he really knows choose your thoughts. And so he's always, you come down the stairs and he's looking at Abraham Lincoln. He turns that corner and he's now looking at Eisenhower. Every time he turns a corner, there's a Ronald Reagan. There's George Washington. He's always turning the corners and looking at people to remind him. He's a very thoughtful guy, really thoughtful, because he knows choose your thoughts, and that will move your life forward in that direction.
Seems to have a more complete understanding of history now, too. Would you say it's the second term?
Oh my gosh.
You might have that first term, obviously, like a business guy, and he didn't know at that point, probably.
No, his learning curve is almost straight up. The guy doesn't sleep. So I was talking to, I think, Ambassador Crowley, and she said that she walked in, in the middle of the night. Everybody's trying to get some shut eye. And she said he's in his office with stacks of books and papers, and he's just digesting all of this stuff. She said he's up all night just reading and getting stuff done. It's remarkable.